Hey peeps, my name is Naisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Immortal Desires 2, chapters 10 and 11. I would definitely put a link in about the previous Immortal Desires videos that I have done. I suggest you go check them out if you want to get up to speed to what I'm going to talk about today. And also, there will be spoilers. Again, there will be spoilers. So if you're okay with that, please continue to sit back, relax, and hear my lovely voice. Also, if you want to watch someone play this, especially, well, I know it's out now, but I know chapter 10 and 11 are not out for regular members. I forgot which chapter is out for the regular members at the moment, but again, I'm going to cover chapter 10 and 11. I do talk about the other chapters in my previous videos that I will link in the description box. So yeah. Okay, so chapter 10 and 11. Chapter 10, we leave off where chapter 9 left off, which is find out that her mother came to Lennox. And of course, Parker is shocked, as I am as well. But like, she shocked, Gabe was shocked, Cass shocked, like, but most importantly, Parker is shocked because Parker is like, Parker is like, okay, she thinks I'm so much of a monster that she decides to join them. And she kind of gets a little like emotional, which I don't blame her. Because, like, your mama going to the vampire hunter, yeah, that ain't good look. And of course, Gabriel and Cass are being supportive of her. And Parker's like, she gotta go talk to her mom and stuff like that. So basically, they go where her mother is at because I think Lennox takes her somewhere. Yeah, Lennox takes her somewhere. Well, I think before he takes them somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, um, she gets this suit. Yeah, I want to say she gets a suit. Yeah, she does get the suit and the I want to say in chapter 10, she gets like a little suit that they have, which I find to be hilarious about this suit. But like, she gets like this combat suit that is one of a kind. It's a dang it, I can't think of the word, but it's like a sample. Yeah, it's a sample suit and things like that. And of course, she puts it on, and there's more that I gotta say about the suit, but I'm gonna save that for the end. After I finish talking about chapter 10 and 11. But basically, she gets this combat suit. It has all those things to use against um, vampires and stuff. And once she gets this suit, she goes to where they got her mother and stuff. And of course, she talks to her mother. She asks her mother why. And of course, the mom's like, Lennox said that he could turn Parker back into a human. Parker knows this is a lie and things like that. Parker knows this is a lie and things like that. But of course, Parker, she's like, Mom, he's lying. He wants to kill, like, the vampires in Crimson Beach. And of course, you could tell her mom doesn't really care about that. She only cares about her daughter. And of course, Parker could see that too because she only cares to just have, Parker be normal, be like human and not a vampire. And of course, like, while they're talking and doing all this, they do have to go because, again, like, Parker, Cass, and Gabe, them being vampires, they are literally in a vampire hunt. They literally are in the vampire hunters' territory. So it's like they gotta go. But of course, um, they end up getting caught. Yeah, Parker does do some fighting, and with the help of the suit, she and her powers that she has, she's able to do things. She also gets a new power. She gets um silver antibodies. So like if someone slices with silver or anything with silver like comes in contact with her, it gives her a tingling sensation. Like she still feels it, but it's tolerable. And I thought that was like a pretty cool, decent power. But even with that power, she still is basically taken down by Lennox, and with her cast Gabriel, and of course her mom too. Um, and that's like the end of like chapter 10. Like I feel like chapter 10 was kind of short in my opinion. Chapter 11 also was short and sweet, which I like. But with chapter 11, they are in a dungeon. Lennox is talking to them. Of course, he's taunting them, egging them on and calling them monsters and things like that. Come to find out, though, Lennox is Gabriel's cousin, which I was shocked. I was like, oh, shoot. And of course, due to a diamond choice, you able to learn basically a bit about Gabriel's family. Apparently, Gabriel's grandfather, who is his grandmother's father, Arthur, not Arthur. No, yeah, his name is Arthur. Yeah, Arthur. He decided that he didn't want his family to he didn't want to be a part of being a vampire hunter, because being part of being a vampire hunter, like even though you are getting rid of vampires and stuff, is still a deadly and dangerous thing to do. And of course he didn't want that for himself and his family, so he decided to bounce. And his brother, Malechi, I want to say, it, he was, I'm gonna call him Mal. Mal, he wasn't up for that. He was like, hey, this is in our blood, this is our DNA. We're meant to be vampire hunters. You can't walk away. If you walk away, I'm going to tell everybody you're a coward and blase this and blase that. And of course, Arthur ends up walking away because he got a wife and kid. He ain't got time for that. And so, um, and this is also when we find out how Gabriel was able, well, why Gabriel became, how he became a vampire. And basically, it shows him sacrificing himself to become a vampire. Basically, his grandmother had found out about the vampires, find out where the nexus was. Gabriel, like, because he read her journals and stuff, he followed what she had in her journals to where the nexus was, and saw that like the vampires were attacking his grandmother. And of course, like, he was asking them what they was doing. They was saying, hey, because your grandmama was being nosy, this is her consequences. And because they find out that like she is a descendant of a vampire hunter, it was like a head for head type of situation. And of course, Gabriel was like, no, if you want somebody to kill me. But Lewin was like, we don't need to kill. How about we just turn you instead, basically. And so that's what happened. In order for Gabriel grandma to live and for them to let her go, Gabriel decided to become a vampire, and that's what happened. And of course, Gabriel basically tells Lennox this. Lennox is shocked because I don't think he realized how Gabriel became a vampire. I'm thinking he just think like, oh, Gabriel became a vampire because he wants power and stuff. No, Gabriel was sacrificing himself for his grandma and stuff. And I thought that was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of tear up a bit because it's like that was beautiful what he did. And of course, Lennox gotta be an a-hole about it and stuff like that. But he goes and basically they're playing. He also said something about the ley lines basically weakening, being weak, and before I get, yeah, talks about the ley line being weak, and of course, um, Gabriel, Cass, and Parker come to the realization, especially thanks to Gabriel, that there's a summer solstice that could affect the ley lines, and that could have something to do with the ley lines going to be a bit weaker, going to be a bit weaker over time, and things like that. After they talk about that, Parker also wants to talk about like the elephant in the room wishes she still hasn't chose between them, and she even says like she can't really choose between them because she tells Cass the things that she love about her, and then she tells Gabriel the things that she love about him, and Parker basically said like she's sorry that she can't choose, but she said like they're both great people, and she was like, how can she choose two great people? I don't mean to laugh, but I just feel like that was cheesy. Like in real life, if someone said, how can I choose? Y'all both are great people. It's like, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, Gabriel said like, you know what, we'll figure it out, and Cass, agrees with Gabriel and stuff like that. And of course, like after they have their little moment, Parker's mom comes in, and she lets them out because the vampire hunters, they're not paying any attention to her because she's human. She can't really do anything. That's what they think. But she ended up freeing them, and they end up leaving. However, of course, the vampire hunters find out, and they try to like basically attack them. And I know Parker ends up killing one of them. And she goes feral for a moment, but Gabriel reels her back in. They also realize that they can't like really get away from them fast enough, and they need to hurry up quick because dawn is approaching. So basically they end up jumping in the river, hoping the current will take them to Crimson Beach. And basically the chapter ends with them jumping in the river. Overall, chapter 10 and 11 were pretty good to me. They were short and simple. Short and sweet, which I don't mind. Again, I'm not gonna lie. Chapter 11 though, I was like, yo, I like chapter 11 a little bit more, only because we get to know like how Gabriel became a vampire and stuff. Also I forgot to mention that you do find out how Cass becomes a vampire too, but that's like earlier in the chapters and stuff like that. But like chapter 11 is basically how Gabriel became a vampire, and I just thought it was so like sweet of him to sacrifice himself. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but like, if you have loved ones that you love and adore, you would do the same thing he did. Cause I know for a fact I would. Shoot, you like. So I just thought it was like just bittersweet, cause it's like he became the thing that he just hates in order for his grandma to live. And I thought it was also beautiful that he basically showed Lennox that like not all vampires are monsters, because Gabriel asks, "Hey, whatever happened to my grandma?" Like, I couldn't. He wasn't able to see her, but he want to know whatever happened to it. And then Lennox is just laughing, talking about, "You really sacrificed yourself?" And he was like, "Yeah, I did it. Like, I sacrificed myself so she could survive." And again, I don't know. I feel like it might trigger something to Lennox. I don't know, but I just feel like he probably. Well, I'm hoping he, like, in the later chapters come, I'm hoping he will have a change of heart. I mean, if he doesn't, you know, I hope they stump his. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna be too violent. This is YouTube. I'm just gonna say I hope he gets what he deserved if Lennox does not have a change of heart. That's all I have to say about that. But overall, I did enjoy chapter 10 and 11, especially chapter 11, because get to know about Gabriel and how he became a vampire. But not only that, but basically Parker's mom basically coming to her senses, realizing that, Lennox actually did lie. She said she should have did what she should have did what she should have did what the right thing, which was to just be on her daughter's side and on Gabriel and Cass' side too. And it seems like she won't make that mistake again. I'm excited to find out what happens on chapter 12 next week. I can't wait. Let me know what you guys think, especially those who are who are VIP members. And not only those who are VIP members, but those who are also playing, the regular members who are playing Immortal Desires too. Like, what do you think of the chapter so far? Especially if you haven't played chapter 10, 11, but you play, like, chapters, I want to say 1 through 5. What do you think about those? Let me know what you guys think. And also, who do you guys choose? Because I'm going to be honest, I can't choose either. Like, between Gabriel, or Cass, I can't choose. Because I like both of them for different reasons. It's kind of hard to choose. This is like this is like one of the first time I just don't really know who to choose. So let me know who you guys choose. Are you guys team Gabe or team Cass? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And also let me know your thoughts on basically this story. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this story. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.